I'd like to welcome all our guests. Good, stand for the pledge, please. Congratulations to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Congratulations, Bertha. Yes, sir, will. Dear Lord, thank you for another day on this earth. Thank you for the beautiful weather we've had today. Thank you for allowing all of us to gather, and hopefully with your encouragement to give us all the common sense to make wise decisions for this meeting and for the benefit of our town. Lord, just be with us all. Thank you for loving us. Thank you for forgiving us. We ask all these things in your name. Amen.
Amen.
Here.
Michael Pierce.
Here.
Michael Ford.
Here.
Miss Denise. Here. Miss Renee. Here. Chase.
Approved minutes of August board meeting.
I do have 2 points of clarification on the minutes. I'm pretty sure that's Public Entity Partners Grant, GRATN.
Did I misspell it?
That's probably grant resolution, I'm sure, right? And then the second one was the Slum and the Slum. I'm
Slum
assuming
condemnation ordinance.
Slum, yes. The Slum clearance orders that was tabled, correct?
So we passed it
No, we
on the
passed it
first
first.
reading. We have to pass it again tonight. We have to read it again tonight and take a vote.
Okay, it says it was tabled. Some ordinance motion made by Hayes, second by Ford to table the Slum ordinance.
Very bottom.
Oh,
This was August 14th.
okay, that would be pass.
No,
Slum
we tabled it.
No,
No, we
we took a
voted
vote
on
and
it.
passed on it.
Because we said we had to hurry up and do the second.
When did you do
We
it?
didn't do the second yet.
When did you vote on it?
Whenever Shane wasn't.
That was a
That
call.
was a call meeting on the 21st.
Where were you here on that? Were you here, Michael, that night?
On the 14th, absolutely.
Okay, all right. I know there was
Not on
one meeting that there was
21st.
several people
We
gone.
wasn't on here.
I was not here on the 21st, but this is
No.
the,
This was done on 8/14, and the first reading was passed on the 14th. On the 21st, the zoning ordinance was passed on the first reading, and the DRA grant resolution was read. That was the two things that we did at that meeting.
no, we had questions on the Slum ordinance because it mirrored what the attorney had wrote.
Oh, you are correct. We did table it.
Come on
I'm so
now.
sorry.
I'm sorry.
We voted to
Down there.
table.
Table it.
I wasn't here, so I don't know what happened.
We did
Yeah,
vote.
it seemed
You were
like
here.
she was.
Yes, you were here.
You were on 21st?
On the
We
14th.
voted.
Yeah, we did then, but 21st.
Because there was something else that needed to be discussed.
But, you know,
It
the
was,
ordinance was almost
the
verbatim.
ordinance that
Right.
that I printed that the attorney sent me was almost word for word. There was one little difference in it.
That was in our short, yeah.
Yes.
So it was tabled, so there was no reading,
So there wasn't a reading that counted for a reading, no.
correct?
No, it's just tabled.
Right.
But I saw in the minutes that there was a signed off on a first reading, and tonight we're supposed to do a second reading.
The first reading was done on the 21st, right? I was absent, I was on
Yeah.
vacation.
We
No.
did not read on it on the
No.
21st.
Okay, then, so we don't have a first
We
reading
don't have
done.
a
You
first
do not
reading.
have a first reading.
Right, okay. So tonight will be first reading instead of second.
Yes, sorry.
Then we have the second reading for the residential living in a
Yes.
commercial area.
Yes.
So
That's
with,
what I'm thinking about.
so with the amendments of those two that's noted, if there aren't any
That's what
others,
we voted on, is the residential.
anybody else?
That's what, that's what.
Wait a minute, I'm writing, say that again.
Are you,
I was writing, say that again. Well, what did you?
I don't have any more questions
Okay.
about the minutes for the 14th. And if no one else does, then I'll make a motion to approve the minutes,
with the amending.
those two
Wording.
items.
Do we have a second?
A second.
Second, first by Michael Pierce and second by Mr. Craig. Roll call.
Bruce,
Yes, ma'am.
Michael Ford,
Yes.
Ms. Renee,
Yes.
Craig.
Yes. Approve July and August financial reports.
I spoke to everybody, you only had July. I was out Monday and Tuesday. I had to work on the computers on Saturday with local government because there were some issues. I could not open September and close July because we hadn't closed the year out yet. So it wouldn't give me the option to open the month, so I called and spoke to her last Friday. She had me come in Saturday at 1 and she dialed in and we worked on it. We got the year closed out, we got July closed out, we opened up August and September. And I worked on them, then I came up down with fever, which I spoke to a lot of y'all the other day when I didn't have a voice. Came down with fever Sunday and was out Monday and Tuesday. So everything is done except for just a few things that I need to tweak in the August financial and general and water. There's some mistakes that I'm trying to figure out. I was gonna go ahead and print reports, but I didn't want to give y'all anything that wasn't correct.
Were you able to Saturday close out the year?
Yes, the year's closed out, July's closed out. So we got the year done, we got July done, and I got all of the bank breaks done except for general and water, and then I worked on those yesterday and today.
Was some of that part of where they didn't get all the, software moved over?
Yes, I'm having an issue. If I write a check by hand, I was coming way off in general, and I write several checks out of general by hand. So when you go in and put the check in general, it's not posting correctly to the checking account balance. It's doubling it. So it looks like we've got way less money in the computer than what's actually in the bank. So I've got to call them. I didn't have time today. It was like 3:30. I was working on it today. I didn't have time to get a call back into local government. She's gonna have to dial back in. It's just not, they're not communicating with FlexGen like it's supposed to. I'm just having issues. So it should be pretty quick to get them all finished up once she gets my entries corrected.
Do we have a motion?
It's just on July.
I approve, I make a motion to approve.
Motion by Renee to approve the July financial reports.
You, okay, me too. I second.
A second by Bruce.
Me too.
Roll call.
Michael Pierce,
Yes.
Michael Ford,
Yes.
Ms. Denise,
Yes.
Craig.
Yes.
You know what I meant, didn't
We do.
you? Me too.
All right, approving the August financial reports.
No, we're going.
We're gonna wait, because that's not,
Yes.
okay. All right, approved bills to be paid. Everybody's got the list.
I do have a couple things I need to add to that real quick, if you don't mind. Opina came again this week, and I got 2 invoices for that. These are gonna come due before our next meeting, so I need to add $20 to water for Opina Pest Control and $60 to general. We picked up hay today from Shirley Farms for city beautification, because we're gonna decorate downtown this weekend.
Okay, hold on just a moment.
Okay, sorry.
On the water, you're adding 20 more?
Yes, the bill that's on there is last month's bill, then they came this week, and it'll come due before we meet
All
again.
right. And then for
60 on
general,
general
is that City Hall?
and police department. But it's just all paid, we pay 6 months out of general, we pay 6 months out of police department. And then I have
I
an
don't
invoice
see
for,
police department. All I see is City Hall, Okina.
it's just paid, it's one bill that they combine, and we just separate them out,
So, okay, so adding 60 to the existing,
yes.
okay.
And then I have an invoice for city beautification for Shirley Farms for $105 for hay that we got to decorate downtown.
That falls under city?
City beautification, it's gonna be on the last page, I think, maybe the second page. And then I have
Only got one page.
Lake County,
$105?
$105, yes, sir, we got 15 bales of hay.
Sheet.
You only have
I only have one page.
Should have 3 pages of that.
Okay. Here, Mark.
All right, and then I have a bill for Lake County trustee that will fall under general fund. It's for $7 where we had the property donated to us from Mr. Joe Riley. And we got rollback taxes on that because it was previously registered as agricultural land and now it's not, so we have to pay the rollback taxes. So I wrote them a check for $7. And that's all of them.
That's general.
Yes, ma'am. And I also wanted to let y'all know the Civic Center grant is a go. And I found out today that we will not have to pay any of these bills up front and wait to be reimbursed. It's all no match. The DRA grant, you asked was if it was no match, it is no match. But the Civic Center, they will bill or they'll invoice directly, so the city will not have to pay the $380,000 and wait to be reimbursed. It will be paid directly.
That's awesome.
So it's wonderful.
That's awesome.
That's all I got.
All right, we have a motion to approve the bills.
I had one, let's see. All small engine street department,
That's for the golf cart.
No, that's for the,
No,
for the
that's for the
lawnmower.
mower, I'm sorry.
That's for lawnmower.
it's safe, probably like golf cart.
No, it's
Right,
for
no, that's
lawnmowers to
for
get them
that's
back
for
going.
mowers.
Okay, got you. So both of them are
And
not
the big
ready.
expense on that was the seat. The seat was $1,000. Couldn't find it cheaper nowhere else.
Are you kidding? Repair on both mode on repair on with two of those hustlers,
Mm-hmm. And both of them are back in running order.
good deal.
Is there a way, Beth, on the bills to be approved, that we could get a total? So that we can see from month to month?
You have a total down at the bottom of each department.
Yes, but that's not a total, so I don't have to do the math.
Like total monthly.
Like just
Yes.
next time, put
Okay,
extra
I can do
line.
that.
And then how does that match up with the budget? So if we can see month to month what we're spending, and then how do we know if we're maintaining the budget?
In your packet for July, where the financial reports, there is an expenditures report, and it gives you a breakdown of what was allotted by the budget, what we spent, and what percentage we have left. August isn't done, so I don't have that for you tonight. So
Right.
next month, you'll get that for August and for September. But that's included in that stapled packet of.
You see this every day. We see it once a month.
Yes,
I'd like a high level view so that when I look at it, I know that hypothetically, we spent for the month of August, $30,000. Are we on budget, below budget?
that's what
over
that
budget.
expenditures report gives you.
It's detailed. I'm talking high level, so that I don't have to flip through, how many pages?
Well, one department might be
Yes, that's very
level,
hard
the
to
other
do.
one might not be level, so you're not gonna be able to see them.
Sure we
very
will.
hard to do for citywide because each department is, like water is a complete separate
No, ma'am,
entity.
you're misunderstanding my request. Let me go back. So you can get an aggregate and say, hey, we're over budget this month. So you can't tell us that if we have $30,000 expenditures, you can't tell us if somebody's over budget or under budget? So I would have to actually go back and look at this after the fact? Is that what I'm understanding?
No. If I would have been able to get the reports done this month without the computer issues that I have, there's one separate report that breaks it down by fund. You can't really look at the big picture citywide because you have 7 different funds with their own checking accounts, their own budgets, their own expenditures, and where we might be over on salaries on the police.
How would I know
department
that?
By that expenditures report.
By looking at the expenditures
Yes,
report,
sir. And that.
Not-
you can compare
so bills
those.
to be paid. I don't see salaries on here.
Salaries are not listed because they're already approved in the budget, but they are on the expenditures report.
Beth, do you have a old copy or the, like last month copy with you or no?
I
Just
don't.
so Michael
I
can
don't,
understand.
well, you got in your, okay,
I was just wondering.
in this report, there's an expenditures report,
Okay,
and it breaks it down by fund and it tells you what percentage of
Okay.
each budget.
I'll go back and I'll look at it
Okay,
because I didn't have that bird's eye view.
It's at the top, you got water and sewer, then it gives you the breakdown. Beginning balance, ending balance, year-to-date debits and credits.
the stapled report that you got, Mr. Michael,
Right.
if you'll look at page 1 of that report, and we'll just do the first line item, which is salaries,
What's the account number that you're looking at?
111.
20?
Okay, it's gonna be on page 1 of the last report. It's at the back of the report. Statements and expenditures and encumbrances. It's gonna be behind the trial balance and behind the, what's the next, the statement of revenue. Then there's an expenditures report. And on page 1 for salaries, which is financial administration, which is city hall,
Hold on, I'm gonna get to it. I'm old. I can say that.
It says at the top, template name, and then it says LGC defined balance report.
we're looking at defined statement of expense.
It's in this thick report.
Okay, yeah, it's in that
In the
packet
thick
though.
one. All right, I think I'm on it.
Okay,
Page 1 of 13.
yes, sir.
All right.
The top line is 41500, which is financial administration. The object number is 111, which is salaries. And for July, we used 7.62 of that salary figure for the year. Each month is about 11%. So for month 1, you want to be under 11%. For month 2, you want to be under 22%. Each month, you just add 11% to that total. And as long as you're under that amount, then you are within your budget. If you go down to that same report and you go to the back, I'm trying to find the end of general fund. That's gonna be on page 6 of 13. It has a total for general fund. We're at 10.16% of our budget for July. So we're under that 11% threshold for general. Each fund, you can do the same. It breaks it down by the fund and it gives you each item. And then it gives you a total on the last page to tell you what percentage we are at.
So 6 of 13,
The very last line where it says total for fund.
right?
Go across the
Go
percentage.
across.
10.16%
Yes.
used.
So we are under budget for the month of July. And that's where you would find those totals each month. And that's taking my budget, the expenditures report and everything and compiling all of that, comparing what we have and what we actually spend.
So if we're under 11%
For July,
for July,
if we're under 22
We're
for August,
we're under
Yes.
budget.
yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Did I explain that
You did.
well enough?
You did.
Thank you.
I still would like to have a total on this sheet so I don't have to do the math. Okay, please and thank you.
I will do my best.
All
I
right.
have a lot of reports to do. every
Okay.
month.
All right, do we have a motion to approve,
Bills to be paid. I think we did that, did we not?
never mind. You
We
got
have
me
not-
sidetracked.
we have not
haven't-
approved
We've
it.
not approved
Not
bills to
approved
be
bills
paid.
yet.
I make a motion that we approve the bills
I
to
gotta
be
jump on
paid.
something else.
Okay.
Motion by Michael Pierce. I'll second. Second by Michael Ford. Roll call.
Bruce,
Yes, ma'am.
Denise,
Yes.
Renee,
Yes.
Trey.
Yes.
All right. Second reading of downtown zoning ordinance. We can waive the reading because y'all read that.
Yes.
So
Do we have a motion?
I make a motion.
Motion by Renee, second by Ms. Denise. Roll call.
Bruce,
Yes, ma'am.
Michael Pierce,
Yes.
Michael Ford,
Yes.
Trey.
Yes.
Discuss property tax legal fees. I have emailed Miss Christine the bills, and we should be getting credit back because we double paid. We paid and also they paid from Amber Moore's office. So she's in the process of getting that done, so we should be getting about 20,
It's a little over $10,000. The last bill they
$2,200
sent was $1,700, so we should have a little bit of a credit, and we should get a due bill sometime this month.
Any other discussion on that?
What was that amount?
Around 2,200.
22 approximately?
Basically, she's gonna delete that invoice that we tabled last month. They'll send us a new invoice, and then we'll have it on the bill to be approved next month, which will be the correct amount.
All right. Slum clearance and condemnation ordinance. Any questions or?
So this ordinance that was in our packet that's dated 8/14/25, is this a new ordinance or is this the same ordinance?
It would be the same ordinance. but
It's
there
the
was no-
same ordinance.
The wording wasn't any different than what she had written up.
So
I think
These-
she said there was a little bit of clarification on the actual condemnation process. But she said that she did say, I asked her, I said, so, we are gonna be charged for drawing this document up. And then it was online for almost the same exact thing, so she's supposed to adjust that as well. She
So
said
really
she-
that number, that ordinance number will revert back
It
to,
will go to,
prior.
if we pass today, that it will be today's date instead of.
So why is it titled Chapter 14 and not consistent with what's already written?
It's chapter 1, title 14.
But that's not what's written. That's not the current one. The current one is Title 4, Chapter 1, Slum Clearance.
Okay, we'll have to send it back to her and get her
the
to,
typo change.
And it's not 14, it's 4.
Title 4, Chapter 1.
It's Title 4, Chapter 1, and it starts with 4-101 and not 14-02.
She changed that when she changed that date. But what it's gonna revert back to is when the ordinance was officially done back when. It will not be 08/14/25.
no, it would be the same ordinance number, it'll just be amended for whatever that change was on the condemnation paper orders.
And
She
then-
just needs to delete the word adding because.
Yes.
And then the findings of the board, it lists there, exists in the city structures. That should be town.
You see how that-
It's on the very first page. 14-201.
So why would it be regarding the city of the town? I'm not getting where you're going with that.
Because we're not a
We're not a
City,
city, we're
we're
a
a
town.
town.
That was changed. It did.
When we were going
Top needs to
through-
be changed.
When we were going through all the ordinances and we changed everything, that because it's a difference of population.
Well, then if that's the case, then it needs to be changed on top and not city original.
That's right.
That is correct.
That's right.
That is correct.
That's why I was going with that.
So-
City there.
so
town here,
everywhere-
You can't have them both.
Right.
So everywhere you see city, it needs to read town.
That means the whole ordinance book needs to be changed.
Absolutely.
Well, we were going one chapter at a time, we got sidetracked and forgot. and
Stationery
didn't get
needs to be changed, everything needs to be changed.
Make it.
That was a $40,000 word. Town.
Yeah, yeah.
there.
Yeah.
$40,000.
Which is ridiculous. We don't have the money to pay for that.
And in this ordinance that she's written, 14-214 is there twice. One should be 14-213. Mr. Mayor, that's all I got for the rest of the night. Mr. Mayor, that's all I got.
If you'll look on the next ordinance that we have to read, he's got, this one was done by Dana Dean. It says City of Ridgely as well. So I will have to make that known to everybody that types these up to start using town.
What this one paper is, the single paper?
The ordinance establishing purchasing policy or purchases without public advertisement, yeah, it's gonna have, I'll have to amend that to say town as well.
We got two things up here. The second reading of this got town.
It
So-
does.
So we're going to have to back up and get the first one done correctly first.
Okay, ordinance 82125 was read as town,
Okay,
so it's correct.
okay.
We just have to do the second reading on that one. The one on the purchasing is gonna have to be amended to say town. It just depends on where they come from, who's typing it.
We gotta get that fixed in a hurry.
Yes,
I'm sorry, Mr. Mayor, I have one more question.
Go ahead.
What's the difference between Register of Deeds of Lake County and the Chancery Court of Lake County?
The difference, register deeds, record your deeds, and on the chancery court goes to the court system.
Okay, so in 14-208, lien of expenses, so you have to go to two places, Register of Deeds of Lake County for a lien, and then the Court of Chancery for public office shall be secure in such manner as may be directed by such court. Is that correct? I'm asking.
No,
because I
yeah.
don't.
I mean, they've got the deed, so if you go to them or whatever, they've got to pull the deed over there, then they have to record it in all the chancery court.
Okay.
Any other questions? Do I have a motion?
I don't think we can.
Do we need to get it fixed first?
I think we're gonna have to.
On that
fix it
one.
First on that
So you
one.
gonna fix them all? We got three things laying here.
I think the other two are, I can make those changes, we can verbally make those changes tonight. This one is so extensive, because basically we read it as it needs to be read, but this one is so extensive. In my opinion, we hold off on it and take those other two. And then I'll get with her and
So
have
when all
this,
this ordinance stuff was done, we paid us $40,000. Why was it not completed in a new book?
Because we
When
were,
that chapter done?
we were meeting up here, just the board and whoever wanted to come. We were meeting up here going over line for line. And, we hit Christmas, this is the truth. We hit Christmas and then we never got back to doing it again.
Okay.
Is that correct?
Well, the citizens were not allowed because we were asked to leave. And we had to sit outside one night. for
But I
hours.
thought before we got through, they allowed y'all to come back in.
Come back after we were ready.
I mean, that's what I'm getting at, is the thing is, if you are in the first chapter and say the first chapter has 10 sections and you got 1 through 5 done, 1 through 5 should have immediately been changed over and put in the book. And then started from 6 through 10.
I don't know that we worked on ordinance.
We
I mean, I don't know, I'm just
We
telling
worked
you.
I
on
think
them,
we
but we
worked on
never
personnel.
did submit them, because you weren't here during that, right?
I started in December, that process was already going. I think y'all were already done meeting before I took over.
I think we worked mostly and completed the personnel policy.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
The ethics, and it was, because it had to be submitted to the state by December 31st of 23, that was submitted.
Okay, so we had good intention.
We never, I don't think we ever touched,
Okay.
I don't think the ordinance was ever touched.
Changed. One of them was town, and the employees were supposed to be called officers. And Fred Johnson was the attorney that was here, and you guys had a committee going, if you remember, and that's when all that stuff was changed over.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where I'm going with that. We've got to get that, whatever we've done, we gotta get back on it. All right, so new business, purchasing policy. We'll wait the reading because y'all done that.
We have not read this one.
You have not read it at all?
No,
Okay.
we discussed it in August because of the police department grant that we got. If y'all remember, we were talking about, they were asking if we got bids and if we got quotes. We
So
did
did y'all
not
do
get,
that, y'all not do that the 21st?
we did not. This is the first reading of this.
Okay. All right. read it,
An
or?
ordinance establishing a maximum for purchases without public advertisement and competitive bidding. Whereas the town of Ridgely is subject to the provisions of the municipal purchasing law of 1983. And whereas this law permits municipalities to increase the dollar amount of purchases requiring public advertisement and competitive bidding. And whereas the Board of Mayor and Aldermen has determined that it is in the best interest of the town of Ridgely to increase said amount. Now therefore be it ordained by the Board of Mayor and Aldermen of the town of Ridgely that Section 1, public advertisement and competitive bidding shall be required for the purchase of all goods and services exceeding an amount of $10,000, except those purchases specifically exempted from advertisement and bidding by the Municipal Purchasing Act of 1983. Section 2, 3 written quotations are required whenever possible for purchases costing less than the $10,000 bid threshold adopted for competitive bidding and public advertisement, but more than 50% of the threshold amount, which would be $5,000. This ordinance shall take effect from and after its passage, the public welfare requiring it. So basically, anything under $5,000 doesn't require any type of quotes or bids. 5 to 10, you have to get written quotes. Anything over 10 has to be bid competitively, put in the paper. We have to advertise for those bids.
Sound like the proper way to do it.
Any questions or discussion?
You need to spell Ridgely right.
Huh?
Is it spelled
Yeah.
wrong again?
Yep.
I'm gonna have to call him and tell him how to spell it.
Somebody, yeah, they need to proof it.
I think he just doesn't know how to spell Ridgely. It's in every ordinance.
Everyone,
Do we have a motion?
I make a motion.
By Renee, second,
Second.
Brady Wood, roll call.
Bruce,
Yes, ma'am.
Michael Pierce,
Yes.
Michael Ford,
Yes.
Denise.
Yes.
All right, discuss traffic, children playing in the street on Lake Street.
That's my thing. They asked me to put, and I didn't know if we had to talk about this. I didn't know how this worked. Beth said she thinks she can just tell the city to go down there and put a sign up. Children at play down there in front of Jerry Thomas's house and Ashley Newsom's house. But I just want to clarify publicly on this camera that because we put a sign up, your children do not play in the street. Because sometimes the children are in the street and we can't stop accidents from happening. We can slow people down, we can put the signs up, but you gotta keep your kids in the yard. I just wanna say that.
Well, that's like walking from school. Like today, I came through the time that they let kids out, right? And there was 2 kids in the middle of the road. They saw me coming. They didn't make an effort to go to the side of the road.
Go around it.
You gotta go around it.
And but if the car's coming, you can't go around them.
Right, but legally, I think, and I don't know, the officer can, pedestrians have the right of way, don't they?
It's in the zone that access to the road.
Okay.
If there's a crossing, if there's a crossing zone or something like that, they absolutely have the right of way. But if they're just walking down the middle of the road, they do not.
Thank you. I agree.
So what are we asking here in this discussion?
She wanna put a sign up over there.
I just wanna put a sign up down the street that
Slow
says
children
slow
at play.
children at play. But I just wanted to say,
All that's
Lake
basically
Street.
gonna do is just warn the drivers that, hey, there could be some kids run out in front of you, drive slow. That's all we can ask. We can't.
right,
Okay.
I just wanted to say that
Yeah.
for the record.
Do we-
And there
we have
has
that?
been a sign put up 20 miles per hour. Is that new or has that been there? It has been there. Can we just attach it to that? Cause he wanted it put on those electric poles. I don't think we can do that,
No, I
can we?
don't think so.
No.
Have you got a sign out there?
Okay.
Have you got a sign out there?
I'm looking to see what I got, I'm not sure.
Thank you for the limbs cut over Church Street. Thank you so much.
All right, Bill Voelker resignation.
Do you have it?
Didn't he resign with you?
He bring the
I
letter
have
in?
not received an official resignation. I was just told that y'all are leaving the 15th.
His last day was August 31st.
He did verbally tell me, but I did not.
We
get
already had a
officially.
guy that came to him and told him that he was hired to take that position. My husband asked the guy to come to my house, that he'd like to give me some paperwork.
Yeah, Bill and I talked about it.
Okay, so everybody knew that Bill was resigning,
Yes.
right?
Right.
Okay, now can I ask a question?
Sure.
Is it normal procedure for the city of Ridgely? Wait, let me back up this. Okay, if he didn't give resignation, how come he didn't get a paycheck September 1st?
He told me he would be done in August.
He told you what?
He told us
me
he's
he was
going-
resigning
August is
verbally.
We knew he was resigning. Okay, now this question. Is it normal procedure for the city of Ridgely to prepay their subcontractors a month in advance?
Okay,
That
I
is-
took over in December of 23. I started temporarily at the end of October. When I paid everybody in November, I was told I was paying their retainer fee for Mr. Bill, for the person that marks the graves at the cemetery, Jack Malden, who's the safety director. They each get a monthly check. That check they get on the 1st is for that month.
So
If they
they
get
get
paid
prepaid.
September 1st, it's for that month. She said it's always been that way. What
Well,
they're getting paid for
okay,
retroactively.
So we'll stop. We'll just
Yes.
stop now and they'll get paid at the end of the month.
So that was normal procedure. You do prepay a month ahead of time.
The only thing that's not
We took
prepaid
over,
are
I mean,
the per-
that's,
Yes, the only
the
thing that's
payroll
not
stuff was, that's how
prepaid
they were doing it.
are the
but-
permits that he writes. He gets those for the prior month, or for the past month.
Well, when he first took the job over, like you said, you were not here.
No,
It's been 4 years ago. My husband did not get a check at the board meeting that night when he took the position. He had to wait.
A whole
Oh,
He
month.
asked you to go back to check the minutes.
I did check what I could, and that was the answer that I was given, and I would rather give him another check than y'all leave here with a bad taste in your mouth.
We don't need it. If you wanna give it to somebody, just donate it to the senior center.
I just do, I mean, that's what, when I started, that's how it was done, that you're paying
Uh-huh.
for that month and for the prior month's permits.
It's just a principle. I didn't understand with the city being a business.
But Linda, that was I mean, I'll take credit for that. I should have looked into that better. And I'm not gonna blame the previous, but that's how it was done previously. But it will not be done like that no more.
But that's what she was told was done.
That's fine. But
Right.
I didn't tell her that. So,
It's not $200.
so that's how, all the employees are paid bi-weekly.
So you're
and that's-
telling me if he gets hired today, he's gonna get a check today?
No, ma'am. I just told you that was fixing to stop.
Okay, good. Thank you.
No, you have to get paid for services rendered.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not agreeable with paying in advance.
No.
I did not know that was happening until this come up.
I think
We
it was
didn't know it
basically
either,
considered,
and when he got the phone call to check his permit for the month of August, he was told then that he was prepaid and that he would only get paid for the permit. And my
But has he been
husband-
getting prepaid prior to?
Yes, up to that time.
He gets a check on the first of the month for the past month, but
Okay, that's how it
I
should
guess
be.
it's the way she said it was, I don't know.
Okay, well, going forward, it will not be paid until the end of the month.
Do we have to do anything to change that? Make it
I'm not sure on that, because, I mean, that's like, when Tim took over for the cemetery, he took over on the 1st of a month. He got a check on the 1st of the month because it's considered more of a retainer than a salary. So you're paying them for their services that month. So they get paid on the 1st of the
Yeah,
month.
but
Fire-
he's still an employee of the city, so that's not.
Okay.
What if-
the
I mean, that'd be
fire
like
gets
my company
paid
paying
on
me
the
up
1st
front,
of
me
that
not
month.
working a whole month.
Right, what if you quit on the
next day
second?
after you got paid?
Right. Right, and if you quit on the second, that would.
So that will not, we'll change that.
But whoever takes the position. we
They'll
can
get paid at the end
start-
of the month.
Yes.
So we have accepted the resignation, so we don't need to do anything here tonight for that.
No, would y'all like me to go ahead and issue another check for him? Because I don't
No.
I don't know when
We don't want it. I just wanted you guys to know what happened with my husband after he put 4 years in.
Well, I mean, can I ask this question? I'm not trying to be smart, but why was it not brought forth earlier?
What do you mean earlier?
Well, I
We
mean-
asked her.
Why would, okay, never mind.
He's asked
I'm
for
just
twice
gonna let it
already.
be where, okay.
So,
And I just explained it the way that I was trained and what I was told, which is all I have to go by.
so Mr. Mayor, he's not due any for services rendered. So there's, okay.
He is due another $200 check, but she said she didn't want it.
No. But was services performed and he's already put work in and we haven't paid him? Is that what I'm to understand?
Yeah, isn't that right?
Michael, we don't know because Bill worked the month of August.
Did he get paid for the month of August?
She says he was prepaid a month ahead of time, so.
So did he get a check August the 1st?
He did.
Okay, did he get a check September the 1st?
He did not.
Okay,
Have we been
But I have
consistent?
record from the day that I started, and their checks are done, like when
Write
I
a check in
started,
good faith.
they were pre-printed,
Write a check in good faith.
there were pre-printed, not invoices, but I have pre-printed forms for
Okay.
the year. And the one that I paid him, the first one, was for November, and it said November 2025. So that would be his retainer for that month, plus the
yeah,
permits.
but that's
that
still
he
not good business.
But
paying no problem.
and you're correct. But I
So-
don't know.
So what we'll do is we're gonna pay,
I
do
would
it in
rather
good
pay
faith,
the man
do it in
$200.
good faith. And then going forward,
Yes.
they don't get a check until the end of the month.
Okay.
Whenever they want.
Or, yeah.
Just give it to the senior.
We can't do that.
Do that.
You will have to give it to him.
I'll write it to Mr. Bill, and if y'all want to donate it to the senior center, that's
Okay,
y'all's decision.
thank you.
I'll have it written tomorrow.
Okay,
Thank you,
Replace-
Ms. Linden. Tell Mr. Bill, thank you for his service, okay?
Yes.
Thank you.
replace Bill Voelker as zoning inspector.
We're gonna put it in
We'll
the paper and
post
run it for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I tried to call him today, I didn't know that he was in Vegas today, and get what qualifications we need to, if he can give me a set of qualifications. If not, I'll reach out to MTS tomorrow, get it put in the paper next week,
Okay.
we'll run it for 2 weeks, and then you can do interviews.
All right,
You will do interviews? Is that what I'm trying to say? You
Get a
will?
hold of Connie
Okay.
today.
Connie is on a cruise in the middle of the ocean, and she did not answer the phone because it was straight to voicemail.
all right, Chief Tubbs, you got anything to say, Matt? Okay, Donnie's not here. Daryl, how's everything?
You got any corn there? Got any corn?
I'm pretty out.
Okay.
Oh, how's Donnie?
Donnie's back on the job. He's light duty, but he's trying to do more than he needs to do.
Mm.
I think we got about 15 leaks going on. This ground, as dry as it is, it's starting to, a lot of water meters starting to leak on our side. It's the flexing of the ground. They're gonna start getting on that here pretty quick.
Shane, what about down the street, go around the curve?
Mhm.
There's, the house in the other the next curve.
Ronnie Caps.
Yes, and the water, what's going on there, huh?
Well, they're having rusty water issues. So we get down there and the guys get down there and dig the flush plug up. And whenever they come back, I don't know when it was, when they come in and put plastic down and got rid of the metal pipe, well, they decided they tapped in right there at the flush plug. So even though we was flushing the plug, they were still getting rust of their water. So the guys moved it 10 foot back to the meter, still had issues. So then we moved it 60 foot away from the meter and still got issues. So now we're going to have to go off of Main Street. Ronnie's got right to the other side of Emily Barger's house.
Yeah.
He's got a 25-foot right of way. So we're going to go over there and then go down his property line and put a 2-inch line and tie it back in. And then he's actually, coming future, he's going to build 3 or 4 more houses down through there as his hunt lodge.
Yeah.
So what the guys have been trying, and they've got it pretty close, but it's not right.
I just saw the water,
Yeah.
going out, and I'm like,
No, Donnie's been flushing it. After they got it moved, he's been flushing 2 or 3 days, letting it run 12, 16 hours a day.
yeah.
They can change filters, and within 2 hours, you still got a lot of rust coming through there. And they have spent a fortune on that house.
Mr. Mayor, are we anywhere closer to putting those, the water meters
Should be
in?
here next week.
And they'll do that. Our guys don't have to do that.
They will, USG will come in and they will install those,
Okay.
install software on the computer system at downtown.
I spoke to Mr. Tracy today. We've already installed quite a few of the new meters. They're sending the 20 that we paid for the pilot program. The other ones they ordered instead of ordering the old style meters, so that we would be ready for the new system when we did go live with it. He asked me, and I'm not sure what the costs are on those kits, but apparently we've installed 36. This will be 56 total meters that will
No,
be
we installed 20, he's ordered 36.
Okay, it'll be 56 total by the time they're done. We've got the kits ordered for the ones that they're getting ready to install, but he recommended that we go ahead and do all 56 live.
Yeah, they will all be live.
Okay, so but he said there would be a cost incurred because we have to order the new kits
And then,
for the others
I
as well.
told Donnie and them, it's not but about $25 or $30 difference between a mechanical meter and this electric meter. So every time you has to buy a replacement, you're gonna buy electric. And go on and just slowly swap them out till we hopefully get this grant. But the grant will be, I think Jeannie Hill said, late this fall or early spring, because I got so much going on. We did get approved for the manhole reconstruction down Depot Street, for the lift station, the highway, sewer, and the water plant. So all that stuff is in motion. It's just waiting on them to get here to do the work. Also, we got all the land closed and sold. Everybody came and bought their portion except for Chris Tippett. And the city will retain that, because he's gonna try to sell the building, and whoever owns the building will have the opportunity to buy that portion there.
We've also got the grant on the sewage lagoon for the gate. The gate's been ordered and paid for, and the people that are going to install it, they're going to pick it up from Jackson, bring it in and install it, and then we'll get reimbursed through the insurance company on that. Then the Civic Center grant, we're going to send bids out for this building.
Oh, yes, update on the clinic building. We, the county attorney throw the towel in. The clinic building is the city of Ridgely's. The lawyers, I've got to meet with Miss Christine to figure out going forward, getting the new lease written for them to sign, and then they will start paying the city the $1,100 a month that they were paying the county. They have paid the county over $520,000 in the last 4 years. There was no paperwork to be found. There was no leases to be found. Title search come back to the city of Ridgely. And Mr. Steve Conley digested and looked and looked. And he called Miss Christine. He said, I don't have anything to say other than it's the city's. So we're going to get that done and maybe get a little money coming back into us for a change. And then we're going to figure out what we can do about the county paying us some kind of money back.
520,000.
Well, yeah, I mean, I agree with that. Let's see,
But he fought for that
I
and
say
he
the
got it.
whole amount, but maybe not all at one time.
no, I mean, it'll have to be installed. The county can't pay it. We know that, but it's gonna have to be for the favor of the city just to get some money back going.
Who did the upkeep and the insurance? Did the city pay that?
No, the county's paid it,
Well,
but they got to
they're not
rent.
gonna have to be deducted if,
They got to rent.
I know.
So how's that gonna be deducted? I mean, they paid the bills, but they got to rent. See what I'm saying?
That money's not good.
$1,100 a month. $520,000 to be exact. So I
I
don't, I
think
mean,
what she's saying, can they go back and ask us to reimburse them for the insurance and all the things
well,
that
I
they
mean,
pay on that
okay, I
rent?
see what you're saying. I'm sorry. I didn't,
But
yeah, I mean, we'll look at that.
Is that what you meant, Ms. Donna?
if you got to rent, you pay the
We don't
bill.
want to mention county pays the insurance, they should be like, so that should come out of what the rent.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think so.
and then I do know that, on their last meeting, I wasn't there, but I did hear about the burn permit. The county wants us to pay $16,000 to go to the incinerator. City of Ridgely's not paying that. We got our own burn permit. Why carry our limbs up there to them that's actually the citizens? So we're giving the citizens a service, or helping the citizens with a service. So there's no reason to pay them to burn limbs when we do it out here for nothing. So, but I think that's about got everything. Got the grant on this.
This building will not be open after December 31st, probably.
I am in talks with, Ricky Patel on his property. So we got some things going. We just gotta keep going in the right direction. Anybody got anything? The citizens, anybody need to
Yes,
speak?
sir.
Well, let's hear it.
I'm having trouble getting my building tore down, so I'm here tonight to give the city of Ridgely my property by the post office.
All
Y'all
right.
draw the deed up, as of right now, it's the
Thank
city.
you.
Have the deed
So he's
drawn up.
donating his
We take
property.
it.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah, yeah.
you.
Thank you,
Thank you
Sonny.
very
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Y'all gonna thank.
I know what your game plan is, Junior.
Does anybody
He
else
said
have anything?
Deed
Yes,
up.
sir.
On behalf of Ridgely Chapel, we would like to, know what's the procedures of, like, land, houses being condemned, and we have one right close to the church. You know, we would like to know what was
Oh, get us the address or tell, and then we'll go to bat.
We didn't get a list this week on properties.
I got to tear that house down when I told them on the side of it down there. And that-
List on the property.
The slum and all
Slum.
that.
Yeah.
I gave it to the street department and they got tied up doing some other stuff. I didn't get it back, so I didn't have anything to update on. But on that property that needs to be condemned, if you call, we get us the address, Shane will go check it out. If it looks like it's something that needs to be condemned, we take pictures. And then the lawyer helps us draft the letter. We send it to them. We give them 30 days to comply and show that the house can be repaired under less than 50% of the value of the home. If not, then we can proceed with the legal avenues for demolishing it.
But as long as the property tax is paid, does it have any bearing on whether or not, the city can tell them what to do with their property?
Because of the slum clearance ordinance, even if they're paying their property taxes, if the house is in dilapidated shape, that is either, it could be a safety hazard, it could be just a public nuisance, the way that it looks. There's ways that you can still take the property, you don't take the property, but you can still have it condemned, and then once the building is torn down, if the person that owns it doesn't do it, then the city pays for the demolition and attaches it to the property taxes. And it gives the citizen a certain amount of time to pay it through that avenue, and then if they don't pay it, the city can sell it as a property tax sale because they didn't pay the fee for the demolition. It's a long process, but there are avenues for it.
Short answer, Ms. Ransom, no. Property tax does not prevent the city
Not at all.
from declaring the structure unsafe and then recommending it be condemned.
Anybody got?
Good question. Thank you so
Yes, ma'am.
much.
We'll get on that.
I understand that there's a concert coming.
Yes, ma'am.
Like in a week or
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
And so is the property next to the patio area, is that going to be cleaned up before the concert?
Yes, ma'am. It will be cleaned up.
Where did all that come from?
That's a good question, girl.
I would rather like to talk to you about that off the air. It come from inside the building. That's right. So- And there's that much more inside there. But it will be clean.
Would not that be considered a fire hazardous, all of that junk
I'll just
in
say
that
this,
building?
if you wanna drive by at 8:05 in the morning,
905.
9:05, you'll see something happening.
Okay.
It was a hazard anyway because it had all those beads. We didn't want to.
I think the contents were
Your lawn chair?
holding the building up.
All right, hold on.
I don't.
Anybody got anything else? So have a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
Renee, second by Ms. Denise or Bruce. Either one.
So,
Bye, everybody.
they didn't find out anything about this? We did it or-
Why you